Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 7 of the challenge, hashtag 100 day challenge ATH, which stands for around the house. And day 7 is scrap paper. And the challenge is an open collaboration. Anyone is welcome to join along and have some fun. And we've got some new friends. In order to see who those folks are, you can just type in that hashtag 100 day challenge ATH, and you can find everyone who has created a video and use that hashtag. But if you would rather, you can look in my description box and you'll see all of the participants. And the newest ones that have joined the group are Journal Gigi Hannah, Cat a Scrap Designs, which is Jen, and Texas Sweet Tea Treasures. So check them out along with Carol at Crinkle Path, Franny Panny, and MJ at My Paper Journey, as well as Leslie at Silver Moon Creations. And the list continues to grow. So, and if you do decide to do that, tag me if you want, because I love seeing what you're doing. So scrap day. This is kind of a combination of the 100-day challenge as well as a viewer request. So one of the things, I'm going to move this out, but this is where I house all of my larger pieces of scrap after I have worked on a project. In addition to, I have some little things here that were already existing, but I'm going to set this aside for a second. And the question was, will you share your list of the process and how you go about working on your scraps? So let's just pretend I have, which I did, and I'll show you. I've had several projects, and I have this. Let me show you. This is, my grandma and I made these a long time ago. This is my scrap bag, and once it gets full, I empty it out, and I sort everything. It is now empty. So the first thing that you're going to do is take a screenshot. Let me make sure this is all in there so you can take the screenshot of this piece of paper, because this is just my chicken scratch, but it is the process in which I use to do all of my scrap busting. So take that photo, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you're going to do is sort your scraps. Now, here's how I have done it. So these are all just tiny scraps. I stuck these in this bag for the time being. I've got small strips. Now, let's see if I can do this. I've got some little pieces. This is from our altered book, and so I think we can back these. They're just copy paper, and we can make these into pockets. I've got some kind of medium-sized papers, and then I've got longer strips, and then I have all of these larger strips, and then finally, hang on, I have kind of pieces that would be like backing and or plain strips that we could stamp on or something. So that's what those are. So the first thing I do is I go through and put all of these bigger pieces. I'm going to leave these all like they are, but we'll deal with these right here. Okay. So these are kind of already in sizes that are good for putting into that box. That box, by the way, if you haven't seen it before, is just a, oh, they used them for, help me out, drawer liners. Okay, we're going to keep these here. This one's a really large piece, so we'll do something with this. These are all smaller. These make good bases as well. This isn't a larger one, so we'll keep this aside. This is a really one. Also would make a good base. So let's see. Where are plain and bases? We'll just add this to the base list or stack. This we need to do something with. These two. These can go in the... No, we'll make tags or something with these. What's in here? This is just kind of, we could probably make a tag or something with. Oh, that's thin. These are all kind of thin, so we'll use those maybe to decorate with. Oh, the other thing that I had was just these random things. I had some stickers that I had printed. This is one of my digitals, some packaging and things like that. So I do have those available as well. This is the large one. We'll do something with this. This looks like a whole page. It is. So we're not even going to deal with that. We'll just put it aside. And then here's another one. All right. So I've got everything sorted from largest to smallest. And now the thing that we would do, which I'm not going to do on camera, but we would cut all of these viable pieces like these, those other card backs, and then I would just stick them into that little organizer, and then I would just kind of work from that. So I've separated everything. I've cut the viable big pieces. These, you know, in normal situations, would I use them possibly for, would I cut them down? Yeah, maybe. But today we're going to use them. So I'm going to start with my largest projects, and I'm going to work my way down. So for example, if you were working on if you had a big piece like this, maybe you could create a folio or something to that effect. Now this is, you know, a good enough piece for one of our journals. So I'm going to keep this just like this and set it aside. And then these are all the same size. So let's see. Oh, this has score lines in it. Oh, it has a lot of score lines. Huh. What was I using this for? I do not know. Well, that's just become an accordion. We're going to make a tag out of that. So, are these all like that? No, just that one, I think. All right. So let's lay this baby flat. And you know what? Let's keep this aside. And I'm going to put a paper clip around it because the last thing that we do when we're doing our scrap busting is collaging. And I think it would be kind of fun to just collage with some of this blank paper. So we'll make some tags out of this. These two, we'll make a tag with a collage on the back so it can be writing space. We've got all of these. And then these last three big ones. This one, I'm not a big fan of this paper. Let's see, how wide is it? 5. You know what? We're just going to, it's probably 5 by 12. We're just going to fold this in half. We can use this as a page. This is cardstock. We're going to put this aside because it's just plain and we can use it for backing. And then we've got these two. I'm just struggling to see what I should, maybe we'll just make some tags and collage them all. Well, we can make a couple pockets. And we're not going to embellish today. All we're doing is just getting our scraps taken care of. So there, that could be a pocket. Let's make a couple tags. I'm not even really worrying about. I did need some skinnier tags, longer tags, so that will be good. So that we can use. This we're just going to pop in, make a pocket right now. And then it's all ready to decorate, right? All of those are. This one, I don't know why you know what we could, oh, this one's folded too. You know what, on this one, let's see. I'm trying to see. I know you guys can't see that. Let's see if we can, okay, let's fold this in like that. And then like that. These are not really even. Probably why I didn't use them. But I think it'd be okay. What we're going to do is we're going to make this into a pocket. And it's just about, you know, kind of looking what you got and saying, okay, this will be fine. Then we'll do this with this and this with this. And now we've just created an ephemera. Because otherwise, what I find is if I don't do something with it when I take it out of that scrap box, it ends up, I just break them all down, cut them all up, and put them in that bin that I showed you. And then I don't necessarily ever, you know, I don't use them enough. So if I do this busting process first, now we can put something in here. You know, maybe here, what we'll do with this, we'll see what we can find. And we'll make this into a little notebook. Hang on. I have in here somewhere, do I? I got a mess is what I got. Will this fit? One of these fit. And do I have the little, oh yeah, there we go. Let's use one of those. We're gonna just take this off. I'm gonna put it right here. Pull this up. Now we're gonna really bust a move. We're gonna grab a bunch of our small pieces of paper that are not cardstock. So if it's cardstock, if it's plain, I'm sticking it in the base area. That really doesn't go with it. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's ripped, so we won't use that. This is cardstock. That's a bird. Cardstock. This is cool. Although I think I want to use that for something else. And that doesn't really go. Okay, so how many pieces do we have here? Plenty to make a notebook. All right, so now all we're going to do is measure to make sure that this is going to fit in here. Where's my... Come to mama. There it is, way down here. All right, and this needs to be about 3 inches wide. So I'm doing this the easy cheater's way. So I'm saying it's about right here. I'll take a marker so you guys can see it. I'm going to go right there with 3 inches. I'm going to put my... And you'll see quickly why I say do your collaging last, because now look what we got. More baby scraps, right? So I know somebody might keep that. I'm not. All right. There we go. We got another one. Now, how... Oh, gosh. I hope that's not too... Uh-oh. I might have done it. I might have made it too skinny. Well, we're just going to roll with it. And I'm just going to cut this right off. So do you see what I'm saying? Now we've got all of these extra little... I do have a full video that we take a long time doing this process, but I'm just kind of giving you the Cliff Notes version, if you will. I don't know what's going to happen when I put this in, but we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. Yeah, it's not right. Dang it. All right, well, here's what we're going to do with this. We're going to keep this as a notebook, and I'm going to find some string. And I have this laying here, too, so we're going to stick that on it. And we'll put this together in a second. Let's do over. Okay, now we got a notebook. All right, we need some more. Gosh, I don't have a lot of not... Well, that will work. I guess we'll just use these. All right, those, I don't have a lot of scraps this time. That's the thing. Oh, and I do want to show you. Here's a piece. Is there more than one of these here? Okay, let's see. Let's go with 3.5 inches. That would probably be best. And then I'll show you what I have that I store everything in at the end of the day. Oh, that's still not very... We're going this way. And we're going to go, I'm going to tear it right here. Or not. All right. Let's do this. Move these around a little bit. Do-overs, do-overs. All right, so we're really living on the edge here because this is not, it's not exactly, if I don't get it this way, we will have just made 2 notebooks. Ooh, that pink stuff is hard to get out through. Hang on. Yeah, that was tough. Ooh, goodness gracious. All right, so notebooks is always a good thing, right? Okay. We're just going to get these in here first before I cut it off. The thing is when you work with scraps, you make more scraps. It's just the way it is. Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious. Now I need to cut this off a little bit because it was being stubborn. And a lot of times I rip the bottoms just to make it look more messy. I like it that way. I'm cutting you all off, Pinky. Tuscadero. All right, these are all going to the garbage. All right, now we got a notebook. And we could add little things on there and tie it up, but that's ready to do something with, right? So it goes into our, I have another little tote that, oh my goodness. All right. So we got those 3 things. Let's make these into tags while we're thinking about it. This over here. I'm all about time saving. And like I said, at this point, we're not talking about embellishing. After you get to the very last thing that's collage, then after that, embellish away if you wish. All right, and then we're going to put this right in the middle. We're going to pop a hole in here. And those are done. Now, we got to put something. We got to tie this, so let me grab some. I got some twine just lying around here, which actually it's kind of more fitting, so that worked out well for us. I'm gonna put these up here too. Can you even see all that? Maybe I should put these in a different spot, a different locale. Okay, these are all ready to roll. This one we still need to do at the end of the sesh. All right, so we just put this through here. Put this through here, maybe. And now we got a notebook. And I'm going to tie it. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. And then we're good to go. There we have it. All right, I'm kind of making quick. I'm going to leave it just like that because I like it like that. Okay. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of scraps, so we're kind of making quick work of it. All right, let's take these and bust these out really quick. Now, are these the largest pieces? No, but they're easy and they're fast. So all we need to do is just put something on the back to secure this. So let's just grab out some, what do you call this? Cardstock. And I'm just going to slap these on there. Let's see. how we can fit as many as possible. Okay, so that will fit there. This will fit here. That won't fit, so we'll do that one separate. All right, let's get this one glued on first, and then we'll play with the rest of them. So now I have some instant side tucks or pockets, right? Because these are my scraps. I mean, it's not always that I have these angled pieces, but these were from that magazine journal that we did. All right, that's done. One down. Do this one here. Okay. I'll have to cut a little bit of that one over there a little bit. I could put that there. Will this one fit then? Yes. See? Love it when a plan comes together. Get another tuck. And you just keep doing that from the top to the bottom. Now, while I'm doing this, some of the things that we probably won't get to that I will explain is I've wasted a whole lot of space. It's fine. Collage master boards, as I mentioned. And I use my circle punch and I make whale tail tabs when I get down to the nitty gritty of the scraps. So with the itty bitties, I make lots and lots of tags, lots and lots of these corner tucks, because that's something that I find that I don't ever have enough of, is like these things. And so if they're at the ready, in fact, I'm totally out of these, so this works out perfectly. And I do kind of keep mind of saving, like this, because that would make another good base for something or whatnot. I was a little bit wasteful on this last one, but it's okay. And, so far we've already created about 8 or so different pieces for our journals. I mean, we got 4 right here, right? 5, oh no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 pieces already in that very, very short amount of time. So that's what it's all about. All right, so now we're ready to roll with these. We'll put those aside. And what else do we have? We got lots and lots of this base, which I just keep if I need them for something. So I do like, these are all, this I think needs to be made into a tag. So let's just do it. Do we want to use, yes. So this is just regular scrapbooky paper that I'm just going to put on here. And cut it out. Actually, this would make a good journal card too, or a pocket. What do you think we should do? What should we make this into? I'm feeling like it should be a tag. Oh, we still got this one too. Okay, tag it is. Thanks for telling me. We're gonna make this a big chunky tag. And if I haven't already mentioned this in the challenge, or maybe I haven't even used this, but this is just an old key card from a hotel, probably during softball season, that I ended up coming home with, which happens all the time. I don't know why. All right, now we've got a tag here. I might use this punch instead. I like this Euro punch. I think it looks cool. There we go. All right, there's 12. All right, let's get this pretty thing taken care of. Perfect. So yes, and then, you know, I'll do tags and pockets, and, you know, if I have book page, then I'll do some book page designs, that kind of thing. Just busting through it all. Is there anything else that we can turn into? See, like that needs to stay over here. These are all card stocks that can be tags or pockets, so that we can do that next. I'm just looking for something that I might be able to pop on here. This too, I don't know what this menagerie is. Well, I don't know, but we'll make something out of it. That too. This is kind of cool. Let's make this into a, oh, I know what we can do with this. Let's put this on here. It's already folded. Do I have another piece? Come on. I think that'd be okay just like it is. All right, squizzers, squizzers. This is what we're just going to use so we can put it over the page. I started messing with that. So maybe we'll just round the corners. So we're at 13. 14 with that. Do these two. If you don't have a corner rounder, then just use your scissors. It works. Remember, this is junk journaling. Oh my goodness, I can't even. Ugh. Yesterday, the sprinkler guy came. Thank goodness I wasn't doing any videos, because she was so out of sorts for, like, ever. Like, almost an hour after the guy left. I was like, jeez, girl. What is this? I do not know, but we're going to make it into a pocket. It seems like a good thing to do. It's pretty paper. I like that little, well, it's not even on there. Okay. Well, now this is going to be a tall pocket. Just like that, because it is, I just threw that piece away. Pocket, 14. This I'm ditching because I got so much of this stuff. I'm thinking this needs to be a pocket too. But does it? Because it kind of looks, let's do this. Let's make it into a side pocket. It is cardstock. There we go. That will just, well, we can use it as a, yep, 2 more. And what are we on? 16? And let's do one where we do take off only a little bit. We'll use this scrap. So see, so it's got this top. I always like those. 17. We got 17 pieces. Here we go. Here we go. This I think needs to be a pocket, but it needs to be cut down. So I'm going to cut right there. 18. Pocket done. This needs to be backed. Let's put this aside for now. This is nice. It's two-sided, so let's do this. Let's just make it into a little, maybe we'll fold it around the corner, but it's too nice to not use both. Well, that was a horrible job of folding. My goodness. And notice I'm not inking. I'm not doing anything except just making it something. What are we on? 19 or 20? I can't remember. This is just plain, so we need to, and this must be the same. So let's fold this one into I'm just thinking. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make this look like a tag, but it's really not going to be a tag. It's going to be just a journal space. Because that's always fun. A big old chunky journal space. So now somebody opens it up. Oh, wow, I can journal in that. 21. Done. This bird, he seems like he needs to be a pocket. Let's see if we got... I'm trying here. Here's a big piece of this. Let's turn you into, you little Oriole, into a... Whoa. Into a cute little pocket. I may have lost count. We could be off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to give him a little border just because I want to put a little thumb notch in it, and I don't want to cut his head off. So, first of all, let's do this. Just cut that little piece off. I should have probably, that one I probably should have, what do you call it? Distressed the edge, but oh well. Okay, so we still got this big piece. That's good. And anything that I have that's cardstock, when I'm done, I just put in, I'll show you my folders and what I do with it. All right, let's make, yeah, I don't want it to be. All right, so there's more. And then we'll just pop it, lock it, polka dot it. All right, here's something else we can do. Because we got all these pieces. There we go. There's 21, I think. All right, let me grab this. One of the things I like to do is make fun index tabs. So I literally just hold on to it and I should be doing this with my smaller. There we go. Now we got an index card and a scrap. Will this one work? Sure it will. Look at that. So now we got 2 index cards that we can use for something. So 22, 23. I should probably keep track of my time here. I'll look in a minute. It's nice to have decorative index cards. There we go. There's 23. Now, let's see. How long have we been going? Okay, 33 minutes. So you get the gist. You keep working your way down, And what we're going to do is, I wonder if... well, nothing says collage, I don't think, on here. No, it doesn't. Okay, so now we got this little stack here that we can collage with, and we wanted to do this, so let's just slap down some stuff with no thought whatsoever. Look at me, I'm just putting a bunch of glue on here, and we're just gonna... The one thing I do need to be cognizant of is that my regular paper can go across. These cannot because they're cardstock. So put these on where they can't. Now, I would have spent probably to be really honest, I don't want to use that for that. I probably would have spent like a couple of hours working on my scrap busting. But for this little 100-day challenge around the house, we're just going to work with scraps. Now, what do you do if you don't have a bunch of these scraps from a project? Because, hey, you've never done a project, let's just say. These we don't want to use for that, so we'll save those for something else. Well, you can certainly, you know, like I said last time, grab your magazines. If you have, I particularly like the, you know, seed catalogs and things. I did save the catalog. It's underneath here. Because I can collage right on that. And now I've got master boards, and that's what I can use for my master boards if it's just something that's new around the house. Okay, let's see if we got some more. This is all cardstock. All cardstock. Here, this isn't. And I'm not a huge fan of this, so let's use some of it up. And we'll do a couple little pieces. But like I said, I'll find that video where I go into depth and we go from very start to finish. I might have even done it in like a couple videos, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, so I honestly don't remember. But now basically what we have, we can decorate all of this on both sides if we want when we're ready. And I will keep this because this is something when we move on to something else on our 100-day project that we can then come back to and work on, depending on, you know, what we're doing. I'm not putting anything away. I have been tempted many a times. I don't like how that looks. Okay, we're going down at the bottom. But we may need to use it, so. I see that that's not. There we go. That's a little crooked. That's okay. Actually, let me pull it down so that white stuff goes away. Oh, here, we got a rando piece of wallpaper. That's what these nice little pieces are great for. There we go. This is not, okay, let's see. What else? We can use a little chunk of this. Ooh, and it's blue on the other side. There we go. Okay, okay. We'll keep that little booger. Let's use this whole. And the last thing I want to show you, I started it so you guys could see, but this last thing we're going to do, I think I did a video on it, but I will just show you again what I do with all my itty bitty baby scraps that I don't use for collage, or all the little pieces and parts like these little things and this, maybe even this. Oh, we can use this too. Well, all right, we got another one we could put here. That piece of wallpaper is pretty jankety. Okay, I need to get these out of the way because I use those for every time, so I want to save them. But I don't really think about it. I just do it, okay? I just don't overthink it. Don't worry about how many or what you're creating, although I keep telling you. Oh, here, we got all these too. Shoot, I forgot about that little bag. Here I was like, wow, I really don't have any scraps. That one's already wanting to stick on there. That's because I organized them and I put them separate. Not worrying if it's, some people like to do all straight angles, straight edges. I don't care. It's collage. What is this? Number 20? Well, we counted this one off, so we're still on 23. There, see, that breaks that up. Ooh, let's do this. Because remember, our colors on the other side have that in it, so why not? I'm just cutting a little bit of that off. That will be fun. Will that fit there? No. Put this here. And you, little friend. Oops, I want orange. As I stuck it right in there. I'm going to put you right there to break up that piece of wallpaper. And all we need is one little spot right here. Should we just use this? No. Doesn't fit. I want to keep those for, just show you something really quick with that. Okay, let's find one more piece in here. This is the same stuff that I had. All right, we'll use the blue side. All right, now I'm keeping that little scrap, that little stack of scrappy doos, because I want to show you. This isn't going to fit either. Well, son of a gun. Doing one more. All right, now we're done. There we go. I'm going to cut that little piece off. I'm not going to fold this back up because I'm going to let it dry. But now we've got that one. So that one is done. Now, if I have done my collages, I've done my master boards, and then I have all these itty bitty scraps. Oh my, what am I going to do with them? Well, we're going to make baby clusters. And then later, I might go back and add an embellishment. Maybe a little butterfly, maybe a little bird. Something. That one will go without. And then I just use my stapler, and or I'll just glue it all together. But in this case, we're just going to use our stapler. On my original video, I go through all of the different tools that you might want to have if you're scrap busting, like you're doing it all at once. So there's that. Okay, so now we've got clusters. There's 24. Okay, so we could do this forever, which, by the way, when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and finish this so that we can use these things in our future projects should we need to. But for the sake of time, I'm going to show you one last thing that I love doing, but I'm going to show you what I do afterwards. So these are from previous projects that I'm like, okay, I'm just going to keep them. So I've got long strips. These are all like book pages, advertisements, old, there's photos in there. This looks pretty rando, little pieces. So these will all go in here. And I'm just going to stick the whole bag in there. Small rando pieces, if I have anything left. Because, I mean, you're never going to get rid of all of them. And then this one is my favorite. And you can see there, it's all kind of zhuzhed up, right? So here we go. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. And we're going to do this together, and hopefully we'll be able to see it. So I have this box. This box is actually from a nightstand that Demi had when she was a baby, and it broke after many, 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 many years of having it. And so I turned it into my splatter box. So I don't want to get my hands dirty. So we're just going to use, you know what, I'm going to use my awl to mix this up. But do you see how there's just a bunch of papers in there? And at the bottom, I have a piece of parchment. Well, these are just random pieces. In fact, let's take a couple of these that we had in here. And let's just throw these in there too. Here we go. We're just going to add a bunch more. That'd be fun. Ooh, this will be fun too. And maybe with these we want to make, this is some of my Kool-Aid dyed paper. Okay, what else do we got? We got that. And this. Ooh, let's put in a couple of these. These are sticker sheets. Well, let's put them all in there. sticker sheets. What else? Because I had already started this process. There's that. There's some of that. And we're just going to splatter it up. Okay. So the first thing I did is I have 3 different bottles. Coffee, tea, rust. This is, I keep my rust from when I rust my, when I rust stuff, like keys and paper clips and whatever. So I'm just going to spray generously. And this, by the way, that really smells like vinegar because it's got vinegar in it. There you can see it, right? Okay, and then I'm not going to use the tea because that doesn't, but I'm just kind of wetting it. Okay, now these are all things that you would have, you could have around the house. You can make your own rust. However, what I do also want to show you, ooh, that rust is smelly. All right, hang on. I'm going to grab some paint. I'm not very prepared. Sorry, Ruby. We got brown. We got black. Oh, this is just though. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. I'm going to use some burnt umber. And I'm just going to stick it on this. If you could see all the scraps that I got. Over here. This is all my book page that I use. So I got some black. I'm going to put a little bit of brown on here. Burnt umber. And this is going to make some really fun papers. Now you could do this with full pages if you want. We might as well put some, ooh, glamour dust. Well, yeah, I used this the other day. Sure, we'll try that. So we're going to start with the white. Now, I don't want to get dirty. I don't want to get my hands all dirty because I got more videos to do. So we're going to start. I'm going to make it pretty. You won't be able to see this one. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to take a whole bunch of, and usually I only do a few things, then I let it dry. You see that? Let's do some black. And then I come back and do more. Usually the black I do last, but I want you guys to see how it looks. Isn't that cool? Now, if you're making your own, want to make your own dies, like I showed you guys on a couple of other projects, you can do that. But we have couple things that we can just use here. I've got some Glimmer Mist spray that I've had since my scrapbooking days. So maybe we put a squirt of that in there. Mix her up. This is Stormy Sky Distress Oxide. And, you know, you can, depending on how you, this is a, one of my paper, baby wipes. This is, ooh, this is pine needle. Okay, mix that up. And this is so much fun. And did we already do this one? Yeah. No? I guess I did all 3 of those. Let's see what else we got. I want to do some yellow and some pink. Well, sort of pink. This is Wild Honey. Oh, yeah. Now, you could take this outside and let it dry if you want. I think I'll just set mine aside and I'll show you on another one of my videos. Oh, that's kind of, that was too much. But you get the gist. And then you just leave it alone. You just leave it alone. And when you're done, you're going to get, let me move this aside, a whole lot of pieces that look a lot like this. I'm trying to find some really good ones. Here's some good ones that you can use in your projects. How fun is that? This is a Louisa Heinzel trick. And when she did this, I went right about getting it done. So how many did we end up with? Well, let's just count it up before we say goodbye. And then we will get ready for tomorrow, which is sheet music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We got 25 items in less than an hour, which would have been more. Of course, if you're doing this by yourself and you're not talking, you'll get through a lot more. But until next time, friends, I hope you had fun. And remember to like, subscribe, use the hashtag if you're playing along. Oh, wait, 26. We forgot about this. And we will see you on the next episode of the 100-Day Challenge ATH with items found around the house. See you then. Cheers.